Senator Baldwin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to weigh in also that I hope that we will get additional opportunity to ask questions. I would like it to be not in writing, but to give the American people a chance to hear the exchange and the responses. Mr. Chairman, I also associate myself with the concerns raised by our ranking member regarding the holding of this hearing prior to receipt of the Office of Government Ethics plan for elimination of possible conflicts of interest. And Mrs. DeVos, you had the chance to answer questions already about your and your family's indirect investments in education-related for-profit companies, including Social Finance and Performant, which I understand to be a collection agency that specializes in student debt collection. So I won't repeat those there, but let me get to that ethics agreement that will be forthcoming. One decision you will need to make is whether to take advantage of Section 1043 of the Internal Revenue Code, which allows you to defer capital gains taxes on the sale of assets divested in order to comply with ethics rules. This provision can allow wealthy individuals to save hundreds of millions of dollars. It's why, when I became aware of this, that I joined Senators Whitehouse and Warren on this committee, as well as our colleague Senator Feinstein, in introducing a bill to close this loophole, or at least limit it, the amount of capital gains that could be deferred to $1 million. Because we don't have your financial information yet from the Office of Government Ethics, my question to you is, are you planning on taking advantage of this tax loophole?
Senator, thank you for that question. Let me just restate again that I look forward to the ethics agreement finalization with the Office of Government Ethics, and am committed to ensuring that I have no conflicts and will go forward with no conflicts. With respect to your specific question, I do not intend to take advantage of that loophole. I've already made that conclusion, that decision. And in fact, it probably would be useful to note here that, again, if confirmed, I will only take a salary of $1 so I can be official, but I don't intend to take a salary either.
I also listened carefully to your opening statement and your exchange with Senator Franken related to your sizable donations to a number of anti-LGBT organizations that have been associated with advocacy for the discredited practice of conversion therapy. I was heartened by your response, I will say. But I would note that these same organizations, anti-LGBT organizations, also have been hostile to non-discrimination protections, issues like adoption, marriage equality. Given the alarm that parents have expressed to me about these donations to anti-LGBT organizations, I guess I want to ask, I mean, I assume that there are LGBT students and their parents watching tonight. Mm-hmm. What would you say to them to assure them that you're going to use your position as secretary to support LGBT students or students with LGBT parents?
Thank you, Senator. Let me just restate again that I embrace equality, and I firmly believe in the intrinsic value of each individual, and that every student should have the assurance of a safe and discrimination-free place to become educated. And I want to restate those principles, those values for me. Let me just comment to the contributions that you've referred to again. and suggest that you may be confusing some other family members in some of those contributions. And also looking at contributions from 18 or 20 years ago. So I just want to again refer to what I just said about my approach. If I had, as a mom, I just can't imagine having a child that would feel discriminated against for any reason, and I would want my child in a safe environment.
I note that I have run out of time, and Mr. Chairman, I have many more questions that I would like to propound. I will say, Mrs. DeVos, if you think that there is, and we've been fairly general given our restricted time, about the issue of charitable contributions, if you will, or contributions to these anti-LGBT advocacy organizations, if you feel like there has been a family member who has contributed and you're being identified and that the public record is incorrect, please in writing follow up. But I have certainly seen information quite to the contrary.